about some special, super special things about Guru Maharaj. So I will see what to tell you and what not to tell them. But anyway, at the end, it's okay. I'm seeing my table of fruit mango around. Wow. So I would like to see what is the expectation from those who were invited to this house program. Maybe Bharata Krishna Prabhu arranged that. So maybe His Grace Bharata Krishna Prabhu, very senior disciple, very active preacher. He's a preacher, I'm not a preacher, there is a difference. And he is a very successful preacher in India, in South India mainly. So I would like to hear before I start, because in the class today I supposed to talk till 9:30, but I spoke till 10:52. I spoke for 3 hours less 8 minutes. Because when you start talking about Jayapataka Swami Guru Maharaj, his leelas, his teachings, his relationship with the deities, you can't stop. It just flow and flow and flow, and you forget the time. So if you don't get tired, then you won't stop. And because people have to go to their job. And no, we are nectarian, please give us more. But many people are supposed to go to their jobs. So we stopped for 3 hours. I gave to Los Angeles 3.5 hours one time on Zoom. Maybe this was during Corona time, I don't remember. But because that group here in Hyderabad is preached by Vijayagana Gopal and Prema Padmini Mataji, so that is a different group, yeah. Tomorrow, tomorrow who wants to join at the temple at 10 a.m., I'm going to talk about Guru Maharaj. Whoever cannot make it tonight, you are all invited to Sri Radha Mohan Mandir in Dwarka Hall, Dwarka Puri Hall. So you can all be there, and I will be talking similar things and other things as well. Okay, so we will start after a few minutes. You can stop the video because other people are recording. So thank you for the beautiful garland. Let me just see if the video went. I will send to Haridas, to Mahabaraha, and to Rasa Jivan, and to Darish. Okay. All these are serving Guru Maharaj personally. So I would like to see, before I start, they said they're going to give me water. It's okay, I'll take little water because I need to take little water. Usually I take the Bisleri or this bottled water are more safe. They have? You don't need to go. It's not. Okay. So I want to hear from devotees when you were invited to come here to hear glories about Guru Maharaj, what came to your mind the first? What are you expecting? What do you think would make you happy? Please tell me. I want to know. Someone is recording the class?
Yes, I'm making it live, Prabhuji. Is it okay, Prabhuji?
Yes, live is okay. No, live to where? Which website?
To our temple website, our center website.
That's okay. Just I want it to be recorded.
Okay.
So it has a link, no?
Yes, Prabhuji.
So we can see later. Okay. So that will be amazing. So I would like to see what pop up in your mind at the beginning. This is okay, we are going to hear the glories about Guru Maharaj from... I was Guru Maharaj Chief Secretary. Guru Maharaj personally, in 1993, I met Guru Maharaj my birthday, October 21st, although I had like 6 months being a devotee before. But then Guru Maharaj said, on the October 22nd, when we were farewelling him at the airport, he says, I like you as my secretary. But I told him, I'm not qualified, Guru Maharaj, how is that I'm going to be? I was new, but then he said, no, but still I don't have money to have 2 secretaries now. So it didn't work out, but it did work out a few years later. Hmm. Let me purify the place. Yeah. Because I got some. I was coughing when I took it. So, Om Kesavara Mahamana Mahamana Namaha. Thank you. So I remember, yeah, I do see myself blessed by Srila Prabhupada, blessed by Guru Maharaj, blessed by Krishna to have that intimate association with Guru Maharaj. And I had the nature to be very inquisitive. I used to ask so many questions to Guru Maharaj. When I was the chief secretary, I was head of the office. I was the last one because then they divided the services. I was one man show in one thing, and then we were at a crucial moment in Mayapur. But because Guru Maharaj sees things that we don't see, and then Guru Maharaj says, okay, even if you don't know, for example, Shastras, but someone empowers you, invites you to talk, then you are empowered, and Krishna manifests the knowledge. That's why people are sometimes very new, and they are asked to give Bhagavatam class or Gita, and they just sit down and they start talking. Why? Because Krishna is there, Vyasadeva is there, Prabhupada is there, he connects them. And some temple president, I remember they said, you don't know, you just read Prabhupada books, you just read. And then I want to tell you some personal experience before I met Guru Maharaj, is that I became a devotee in one day, no preaching. I didn't go through any preaching. I just read, I saw the picture of Prabhupada. I said, oh my, and the book, I said, oh my God, I know this man, where is he? Then I saw the address on the book. I went immediately the day after. And when I saw the Murti of Prabhupada from the glass window, I knocked the door, nobody was there because they were busy and they were little devotees. So a devotee came, he opened the door for me, I remember, and I went alone, I was alone. What is this place? What are these deities, the god? They come and steal them. How you leave the door open? Someone might come and grab the deities and go. But then I used to read, I read one book of Lobsang Rampa where it says the mystic yogis from the Himalaya, they can sit still and motionless, not moving, nothing. I said, oh my God, Prabhupada is sitting now in deep meditation. I will not disturb him. So I entered and I didn't look, I just looked at him and said, hello sir, how are you? Good morning. And then I looked opposite side not to disturb him. I said, oh my God, he's in deep meditation. I feel, what is this? I'm going to disturb a mystic yogi. And then I went to the left side, there was Sisi Raha Giridhari, Paramakuna Gornitai, Nishingareba. I started looking at them, they were small deities. I said, wow, they look beautiful, but someone might come and steal them. How they can trust? Then I went and I sat down, and I was sitting. I felt like embarrassed why he did not reply me. So I told Srila Prabhupada, sir, I told you good morning, why you did not reply me? And then, because I never saw a murti like identical to a human being, you know. But then, after like 30 seconds, I didn't dare to look at him because he's in deep meditation. I said, no, if I look at him, he will be disturbed. But then I looked like this, and it was shining. I said, oh my God. Then I stood, I said, oh my God, no one is looking at me. They look, he's a mad guy talking to a statue. Oh, I felt relieved that no one was there. Still, I told him, I'm sorry. Still, although I said, I'm sorry, sir, I didn't know you are not a human. So just imagine all these experiences one goes through and all these things. So that day at like 2-3 hours, a devotee comes and he offered me a plate of prasad. I said, why don't you eat? You are senior to me. He says, no, today we are fasting. I said, why you are fasting? And he said, I said, okay, then I'm fasting. Although I was very hungry because of the halawa smell. So then that day I became a devotee, no preaching, no nothing. Immediately became vegetarian devotee. It was Krishna's mercy that reveals your previous lives at certain moment. So Guru Maharaj, I met him in my birthday. That is a long story. Later on I will narrate. Tomorrow I will talk about how I met Guru Maharaj. It's a story. Even my name is a story. But I remember when we took Guru Maharaj to the airport, I was the only one who went inside, and I helped him to fill up the papers and all. He said, ask him. He says, "Oh, I like you. I wish you are my secretary. I could take you with me now to Mayapur." But he says, "No, I have no money for that. I can't pay 2 secretaries." Then I asked him. I dared to ask him. Guru Maharaj, here everyone says you are an eternal associate of Lord Nityananda. Is it true you are an associate of Lord Nityananda? I didn't say it's Lord Chaitanya, I said Lord Nityananda. That Guru Maharaj was on the counter with the lady that stamps the passport, the ticket. He says, never ask me this question. Don't ask me this question. But I always ask. So tonight you will see that I always ask. I ask good questions to Guru Maharaj. When I was in the office in charge, I used to tell Guru Maharaj everything. I'm not supposed to tell him everything, not to annoy him. But one time he was tired, he had so many issues, and I brought certain issues to him. He says, I'm not married to you, you're not my wife, why you have to tell me everything? Yeah, because people say, oh, TustiMohan Krishna with Prabhu, with Guru Maharaj is like father and son. So I had that rasa, no? Some people were annoyed because it was a bit familiar, but it's okay. Because I like to consult with him. It's my nature, I'm Libra, I need to confirm things and all these things. And then you discover how great is that personality, that Nitya Siddha. So I narrated one story this morning about Guru Maharaj and people were overwhelmed and speechless. I will not tell tonight, maybe I'll tell tomorrow if some people go. I will try to say different things tonight. But before I start, I want to hear, at least from 3 people, what were you expecting from tonight's class about Guru Maharaj when you were invited that some close person to Srila Jayapataka is coming? What were you expecting? I need someone to tell me. Yes, Prabhu. Govardhan Girivara Das. Raise your voice.
Yeah, we could not meet Jayapataka Swami Maharaj directly. We could not serve him. We could not do any
Personal.
we don't have any personal interaction to meet His Holiness Jayapataka Swami Maharaj. We could not do any Vapu Seva. We thought the person who has done Vapu Seva will see Guru Maharaj regularly and had a very good intimate relation with Guru Maharaj. I thought many pastimes which many people may not know, we got an opportunity to hear about about those pastimes.
How many are initiated by Guru Maharaj here? Most of them. And all are sheltered. Guru Maharaj says, whenever you are mentally sheltered by any guru, you are connected, you are automatically protected. Because the initiation is a formality that we need, and it also works on the karmatic level. Okay, anyone else would like to say, what did you expect? Not the reason. No, what are you expecting from tonight's class?
I expected that I would understand the mode of devotion of Guru Maharaj when I hear from you, Prabhu.
The mood of the devotional?
I thought I would understand the mode of devotion of Guru Maharaj.
Devotional mood of Guru Maharaj. Okay. Very good. Okay, who else would like to ask me any question? What are you expecting when you are invited tonight for the class?
We would like to know the pastimes of Guru Maharaj, like how. So I can't speak on this.
Yeah, okay. So you would like to know some pastimes of Guru
Yes.
Maharaj?
It should help us connect more with Guru Maharaj, understand more.
That's great. Connect and understand Guru Maharaj. Yes, Mataji?
I
I just want to know how come Guru Maharaj has maintained such an enthusiasm and such a dedication even after facing so many calamities or so many reversals in his life.
I will reply this before anything because Guru Maharaj, 5 years back, in the Vyasa Puja offering, I could offer my offering at night during the night program, and I said Guru Maharaj is present with us because of his desires to serve Srila Prabhupada, and then he didn't like that. I said because of his intense desire to serve Srila Prabhupada, and he didn't like that. He didn't tell me I didn't like, but at the end of the program, he asked me to give him the mic. I gave him the mic, and he said publicly, I am here not because of my desires to serve Srila Prabhupada, I am here because the devotees' prayers to keep me here, I am here. So he told publicly, and he keeps on telling me, don't give me credit. He doesn't like to take credit. He doesn't take credit for himself. He's very shy to take credit for himself. I said also one time in one of the offerings, sometimes he replies my offering on spot. He gave me this mercy on Mayapur in the Vyasa Puja. Because one time I spoke about the curse that Srila Prabhupada had from the parents of his disciples. But then one time he says, I have done nothing yet for Prabhupada. Why I said that? Because we were going to the airport very fast, and Guru Maharaj's driver, his name is Ashok, one of the drivers, and I used to call him a suicide driver, like suicide bomb and all these things. I used to say, oh Ashok, where is the suicide driver? I never saw one person who risked himself with driving more than him. Because Guru Maharaj always reaches last minute, like few minutes before the gate is closed. And this is his nature. Everywhere is like that. I will tell you some miracles if you want about that. Okay, let's talk about this tonight, about the rain in Calcutta to delay the flight. Someone reminds me. One time in Qatar, also, the flight was closed even. Let's talk about these miracles. And one time even Nishingadev diverted a storm. Guru Maharaj was flying and Lord Nishingadev diverted a storm. So it doesn't attack nor the temple nor the flight. So Maharaj could land in Durban, South Africa. So then Guru Maharaj says, then the suicide driver, he was taking us. We were leaving Mayapur to the national highway where the train crosses. And we were so fast that we almost hit the protection that they put for the train. And Guru Maharaj was lying down. I was sitting beside him, and some people were there. And he just hit the brake so fast. And all inside we jumped. And Guru Maharaj jumped so heavily as well. And I said, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. And Guru Maharaj said, I don't want to go back to Ranhead. I have more service to do. Every one of us shouted something. None of us wanted to die. Well, there is one Christian arrogant saying, everyone wants to go to heaven, but no one wants to die. Everyone wants to go to the paradise, but no one wants to die. So Guru Maharaj says, I don't want to go back to Godhead yet. I have more service to do. And then Ashok, the suicide driver, was suiciding like this. And then, oh my God, we went through a really tough experience. But we could make it on time to the airport. So, because I always say Guru Maharaj has intense desire, but Guru Maharaj depends on others. He sees himself like unqualified if he prays. He prays, but he likes others. He sees potency in others' prayers. So this gives him, this is the driving force that Guru Maharaj has, Srila Jayapataka has, to always maintain enthusiasm. He told us after the stroke, I took him out from the Hinduja hospital in the wheelchair the first time. He sits on wheelchairs, by the way. We took him out from the Hinduja hospital to Sri Radha Giridhari's Radha Rasbihari Mandir. And then Guru Maharaj one time he said, what I used to do that I'm not doing now. I want to reply your question. Guru Maharaj asked us this question. He asked us, What I used to do, I used to preach, I chant my rounds, I read, I give lectures, I travel, I'm serving Prabhupada. What I used to do, he doesn't mind if his body is challenging. Yesterday I was with Guru Maharaj, I went to farewell him. I wanted to farewell him at 1 p.m. I wasn't able, I was late, but then I went at 6 o'clock after Mongol Arti and I chanted with Guru Maharaj 2 rounds. He just woke up and he started chanting on the bed with the clicker. So I said, I want to chant 2 rounds with Guru Maharaj before I leave. And then Guru Maharaj was chanting his rounds. We were all impressed and shocked that when Guru Maharaj was in the ICU in 2008 at the Hinduja hospital, Guru Maharaj, they saw him doing like this with the fingers and saying Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. You see? He said, I'm doing everything. My body did not prevent me from stopping any service. In fact, Guru Maharaj nowadays, he has attracted more people than any time before. Guru Maharaj has maybe more than 120,000, 1.2 lakh of disciples, Siksha Gurus. In the Hindu, at the Bhaktivedanta Hospital in Bombay, all Raghunath Maharaj and his disciples were taking personal care. Guru Maharaj was preaching. Guru Maharaj was distributing Gita. He was telling pastimes of Lord Jagannath. Guru Maharaj prayed for someone who was dying to recover. And then he got recovered. But his wife said that although he got recovered, he got the mercy of Jagannath, but still he fall down in Maya. But Guru Maharaj says, no, he's very compassionate, Guru Maharaj. So no, Guru Maharaj never ever stopped preaching. So he's there. He gave a class yesterday. I was with him in the darshan room. He was giving class. I have pictures and videos which I can share with all of you. We went 4 or 5 days back to Bir Nagar with 4,000 or 5,000 people to lay the foundation stone. Guru Maharaj laid the foundation stone with the Gurukulis performing all the Silanyasa ceremony. The cornerstone for a big temple and school at the Jammastan place of Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur. And then Guru Maharaj says something on the stage. He says, I wish I'm still here alive to inaugurate this place. Guru Maharaj controlled his pran. Guru Maharaj, I was telling this morning, Guru Maharaj, many times he has symptoms of people who are leaving their bodies, blood pressure down, motionless, but still he controlled his vital energy, vital force, pran, and he remained with us. Because millions of people around the world were praying, were chanting, and Krishna reciprocates. So one time, I used to get angry with Guru Maharaj, and 2 times we stopped talking, sometimes even with the service. And no, I'm disappointed, Guru Maharaj, because he blames me for something. I feel myself innocent. But then anyway, one time I stopped talking to Guru Maharaj, but I was serving him. And one time Guru Maharaj stopped talking to me for 6 months. He said, we only talk service. Other things we are not friends, we don't talk. So I had to tolerate, and he had to tolerate me also. And one time we split in Germany, or in America we split, because one time I traveled, several times I traveled with him. Because sometimes when I'm blamed for something that I'm not guilty, then I get disturbed. I fall into mental, and then I become material conscious, and I become angry and turn this face and the Guru. But then one time I was like this, not talking with Guru Maharaj, and says, Haribol, Tushti, how are you? Then he melts my heart. I said, I'm good, Guru Maharaj. He makes me forget everything, then it's okay. Because that happened in Bombay. I will tell this story. This is the mystic power. He came to Wiesbaden. He was in America, and he came with the mystic powers. He traveled in his astral body to see me in Wiesbaden in Germany. I didn't sleep. I was like in a small sofa, smaller than this. Because they kicked me out from the airline, the aircraft, because it was wrong boarding pass. How Krishna made it. It was all amazing. But then, So one time, Guru Maharaj had to go to Bangalore. And at that time, there was no electronic ticket, no online check-in, nothing. Everything was hectic and everything else. You go to a travel agency, then the ticket has to come to your place. Then from there you go. No. Now I call, make me a ticket, send it by WhatsApp. Even 5 minutes before I reach the airport. One time they stopped me at the airport because I didn't have an onward journey ticket. I just took my phone. I went to the application, I bought a ticket. I show it. You have a ticket, then you come. 5 minutes. Now, but at that time everything was manual. So we were in Calcutta and we had to catch the flight to Bangalore. And it was a super important meeting. It was in 99 or 2000, either one, either year. There were problems and there was an important meeting the day after. And the devotee who makes the tickets, he came late with the ticket and we depart late. And remember, we left in a white ambassador. And we were late. That morning there was a little bit of rain, but it was stopped raining the whole day. There was no rain, so we were going, and then I was in anxiety, and Guru Maharaj was shouting at me in the car, because you came late. I said, why me? He said, you should have pushed this. But Guru Maharaj, the guilty is BBD, not me, and all these things. So many things. And Guru Maharaj saw me so much stress. And when I get stressed, I'm non-stop talking. So Guru Maharaj talking, sitting in front, and I'm replying him, I'm arguing, and I'm defending myself like a fool. Defending, I should have kept quiet. No, but Guru Maharaj was tough on me, and I was defending myself in a tougher way. I said, then Guru Maharaj, we're gonna miss the flight, that then, I told Guru Maharaj, you see, in 12 minutes, they close the gate. And the flight departs in 30 minutes. Then Guru Maharaj took serious that, but Guru Maharaj wanted to be in Bangalore. Bus finish. If Guru Maharaj intends to decide, want to be, Krishna will make the arrangement. Yes or yes?
Yes.
We were at the AJC Bose Road, and then Guru Maharaj meditated. I was so disappointed with myself, even, that after like 1-2 minutes, I see Guru Maharaj put his hand and he turns back. You don't worry, we will fly. By the time we reach, the flight is gone. The aircraft is gone, because still we need half an hour. And then he turns back. Stop being stressed, cool down. We will fly. I said, oh my God, what Guru Maharaj is going to do? Talk to Indra. Stop the flight. What Guru Maharaj is going to do? He did it. Oh my God. Ladies and gentlemen, Srila Jayapataka used his divine mystic powers, and he made a storm to come. But not only a storm with water, he brought fog, dense fog, covering whole Calcutta, the airport, because if it's raining they will not stop the flight, but if it's foggy, for security reasons they stop. Ladies and gentlemen, before the sky was clear, but now Acharyapad says, we will fly. And it starts becoming foggy, and it starts raining so heavy that even the car to reach was delaying also. And now they're cleaning all this. Oh my God, I said, what is this going on? Kumar says, you don't stress, we will fly, don't worry. And heavy rains and fog. Till like half an hour, we reach the airport. We don't know if the aircraft is there. I onboarded the car and I start running. Light speed. With this long ugly airports. That time in India, the airports were ugly 25 years back. Now we have super beautiful airports. And I start running, wah, wah, wah. And I reach Indian Airlines counter. To my surprise, all is closed. No one is there because everything, the aircraft is just waiting to leave. But Guru Maharaj said, we will fly. I got this special potency from Nrisinghadev. I start saying, Ugram Viram Mahavishnu Jvalantam Sarvatomukham Nishimham Vishnam Bhadram. So fast, I have said, friend, oh you, Jayapataka Maharaj always late. He always put us to work last minute. We were not right, the counter is closed. The guy shouting at us. But they have to accept the shout, they have to be humble. The guy did not approve that to open the aircraft and let us board the flight. Because how will produce boarding pass? Who will take the bags? The belt that take the bags is all closed, off. Nothing is there. Plus it is foggy, plus it is raining. Only a miracle can happen. A miracle happened. And then he was not favorable, and he starts shouting at Guru Maharaj. Guru Maharaj arrived late, but then I saw a senior old man. I don't forget his face. By now he might have died, or maybe he's 90 plus. I saw his face with some kind of humility and love and bhakti. That guy was very angry. That was like Mother Kali. He was, I said, oh my God, maybe Mother Kali comes out of him, I don't know. Then, Hari Om Tat Sat. Then I start talking to that senior man. Please, sir, please, we have to go. We have this, we have that. Don't worry. We apologize. And I was just begging him and blah, blah, blah. And in between I said, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Ugram Viram Mahavishnu, Jai Nrisinghadev, please control his heart, please control his mind. And then, boom! A miracle happened and he said, it's okay. He took our tickets. How will he give us boarding pass? He cannot. He just wrote some paper. Then how to take the bags? He engaged 4 guys to carry my bag, Guru Maharaj bags, our briefcase, and we went all running under the rain to the aircraft. They opened the aircraft and we entered the aircraft. And then the captain said, no, the bags cannot go here. They have to bring the bags down. They opened the compartment and they put the bags in the luggage compartment of the aircraft. And you all guess, after we enter, the rain stops. The fog started dissipating. It did his work. The fog did his service. The clouds were doing the service. These clouds are devotees. I don't know who's the controller, maybe Indra, I don't know. But he did an amazing service to serve Srila Guru Maharaj. So, actually served in the preaching. Can someone remind me, Gaur Nitai is everywhere? Yeah, someone has to remind me, say Gaur Nitai are everywhere. And then we came as a miracle to South India, to Bengal. Oh my God. Amazing, amazing first time. Guru Maharaj allowed me to be part, to witness his mystic powers. One time, there was a Ratha Yatra, a small Ratha Yatra in one of the villages in West Bengal, organized by Namahatta. I wasn't present, but Bhadacharya Prabhu was present. And moments before the right time to start the Ratha Yatra procession, it started raining and dark clouds were covering the sky. What to do? Everything is organized, thousands are there. If it rains, then the program might be spoiled. Yes or yes?
Yes.
But then, Bhadacharya Prabhu told me, you see, you don't know. He talks like this. You see, TustiMohan Prabhu, we all became mad. I said, why, Prabhu? He said, we just saw Guru Maharaj sitting alone far, like 6-7 meters. And we saw him look into the sky and start waving his hands like this and like this. And then he does like this and like this and like this. And then he looks. And then he looks like this and he looks like that. Looking ta-ta-ta. Prabhu's 5 minutes, no clouds were there. And then we start the Rath Yatra. There is a mystic, super powerful mystic power I might tell tomorrow. For me is the toughest one. Now, something special comes to my mind. Where is the Govardhan Girivara Prabhu? Ah, you are there. I cannot see because I have problems. Why you sat there? You are afraid of me. It's okay. I agree. I am also afraid of myself. One time, one devotee from England, she's a senior lady, she was working with us in the office by doing letters. One time maybe I got angry, I shouted at her, I don't remember because I respect her and I love her very much. She's an exalted Vaishnavi. But I didn't know that she went, Guru Maharaj told me that she went to Guru Maharaj to complain, Guru Maharaj, TustiMohan Prabhu shouts at me sometimes. He shouts at me. And then Guru Maharaj says, oh really, he shouts at you? He also shouts at me. You think he only shouts at you? He also shouts at me. But don't worry, after 5 minutes he cools down, he's a good hearted. And then Guru Maharaj one time, he told devotees, Tushti is tough with me. Because they have to be tough. Because thousands of people are there. 500 wants to talk to Guru Maharaj. Guru Maharaj has to go and 2 minutes has to be in this Prabhupada Samadhi. It takes him half an hour because 50 people stop him on the way. So I have to stop all these things. But I'm happy that Guru Maharaj praised me 2 times. He was coming down from the Lotus building. It was crowded. He said, TustiMohan is very tough. But then he saw me, I'm on the back. He turned. I said, oh, I like him because he keeps me on track. He says, no, it's not. But I like him because he keeps me on track. Because if you are very soft, then nothing will happen. Even in Namahatta, people say, if you need something, you tell TustiMohan, it will happen. If you tell Guru Maharaj, it will not happen. You tell TustiMohan, it will happen. And one time at the GBC, they were praising each other. And then Guru Maharaj says, where were you? You should have been in the GBC meeting. I said, why? I wanted you to be there to make some videos, but because I want to praise you, because we were praising each other and they start crying, proper disciples and GBCs. Because one guru says, why we all always criticize each other and this, we get on the case. Let's see the good qualities. So each one was talking about the good qualities of the other. But then I wasn't there. The GBC secretary called me, but I wasn't in the office at that time. But when I went up, Guru Maharaj says, Tushti, I want to praise you. You are very determined. You don't care about sleeping, going, but when you want to do something, you do it. So I want to praise you. So he said that. I will not say other things are more important. So the issue is that, so one time after Guru Maharaj's stroke, I will tell now a mystical power of Guru Maharaj. So we went to Avatari Desh, which is Abu Dhabi in UAE. And we were in the house of the devotee, and at sleeping time, preparing the bed for Guru Maharaj. You know, Guru Maharaj is jumbo size, heavyweight. So always like 6 people do the service, 5-6 people. Then I wanted to joke with Guru Maharaj. And I want to challenge everyone there. Because from my heart, I know Guru Maharaj's potency, but they don't know. They just serve. They don't ask Guru Maharaj. They are shy. Guru Maharaj's servants, they know very certain things. No, they don't know many specific things. So we have to pull Guru Maharaj from this corner of the bed to this one to put the pillows, to change the blankets, to do things, no? But I don't know why. I said, okay, I'm going to joke with Guru Maharaj. I said, Guru Maharaj, can we challenge these guys? I told him in the ear, can you make yourself heavy so no one can move you? Guru Maharaj, make yourself heavier than the heaviest. I thought Guru Maharaj would chastise me for asking for that, or that he would not reciprocate. Now I have more doubts than that time. That time I was so innocent. I was confident Guru Maharaj will not say no. Because 2 times I asked him to perform mystic powers after the stroke. And then Guru Maharaj, with the difficulty, he raised his hand, but he took the Brahminic thread. He took with this finger, he joined his hand like this, he closed his eyes, he says, now you move. We were 3 this side and 3 that side. 6 people to pull down Guru Maharaj in the bed. We couldn't move him 1 centimeter. 1 millimeter we couldn't. And we tried. We tried for 1 minute. And we tried, and it was impossible. But everyone was happy that Guru Maharaj is performing some of his mystic powers. When I said, all you are defeated, he said, yes. Then I come, Guru Maharaj, now make yourself very light. And Guru Maharaj says, okay, now it's okay. He brought down his hand. He make himself lighter. Like this. Like this, you come out of the bed. First you can, nothing. Now after Guru Maharaj said, remove Guru Maharaj. It's not that he suspended the power of being heavy. No, he makes the power of being lighter. Another mystic power. Guru Maharaj was in a big program and there was a rain. And after the rain stopped, everywhere outside was muddy. And Guru Maharaj came out and he got stuck in the mud. And his feet were not moving, he couldn't move. And 2-3 devotees came to carry him. They cannot. Guru Maharaj was 120 kgs. At that time they couldn't move him. Ekanath Gaura Prabhu was there. And then when no one could move and Guru Maharaj couldn't by his own strength take his feet out of the mud, he had to use the mystic powers. And then he told the devotees, now you move me. And Ekanath Prabhu says that just 2 people put their hands here and they could take up Guru Maharaj very easy. Just he make himself light and they could take him easy. It was amazing. So because I'm talking about some problems with Guru Maharaj, so one time another mistake happened with a ticket, a round the world ticket. And then one of the sectors, I supposed to travel a different aircraft, but I didn't know. I think the World Trade Center attack has happened and there was extra security at the airports. And we had to go, if I'm not mistaken, by Continental Airline or Pan American, I don't remember which airline was that. Or American Airline, no, we got Atlanta, Delta Airlines. It was Delta Airlines. Yeah, because Delta Airlines also has, maybe Delta Airlines has a hub in Frankfurt, Germany. That was in Germany. So I flew with Guru Maharaj to Germany. At that time, Harikesh Prabhu had left the movement. Many temples were closed and there was no temples, everything, but some congregation was there. Then, but at the Frankfurt airport, I could board the flight. I didn't know it wasn't my flight because the Prabhu didn't tell me. And then she says, go to your seat. Can you sit down? No, she told me, sit down in your seat. She thought I'm also business class. I should have sat down. That seat was empty. But no, my seat was 54B. I still remember 54, huge aircraft. And when I go to my seat is taken by another person because I'm not supposed to fly. And I start searching, the aircraft is full. Oh my God. Then I go and start complaining. My bag is there and they closed the aircraft. They were going to move. And they stopped the aircraft. And they start shouting at me. And they brought a security man to unload my bag and confirm. I show him all the tickets. He said, but this sector, I show him my ticket, Guru Maharaj ticket. He said, this sector, you don't fly in this aircraft, you fly in tomorrow's sector. So they took me out of the aircraft, they unload my bag, and then I'm left in the limbo there in the airport. No temple, no devotees, everyone's going to have no number of anybody. Guru Maharaj came to the door of the aircraft, see me leaving. He was not crying, but he was worried. I didn't see tears coming out of his mouth. Maybe he cried at the aircraft, they took TustiMohan from me. I don't know, maybe. He didn't tell me. But I was upset and angry. And Guru Maharaj, then afterwards, we start discussing on the phone. Because he blamed me. He said, oh, you should have read their ticket. But I wasn't expert in reading tickets. How I know? They give me a bunch of tickets and bus, finish. From other things, where you have time to read. When you are with Guru Maharaj, you have no time to think in yourself. So then, after 5 hours, with little bit of intelligence, I did so much research, they allow me, the airline, to do research, and I found 2-3 devotees, and they ended up bringing me, but they said there is no place for you to stay. They took me to Wiesbaden, and there was a construction, and they make me sleep in a sofa, small sofa, where my body fully could not fit, and there was no pillow, and my neck and my head would be like this. And I don't know how to sleep like this, and I was like this. Then I used to go this side when it's paining. Then I used to go this side. The whole night I didn't sleep, so I had a big pain in my neck. It was very, very tough for me. Till the day after, I was taken to the airport and we flown. It was very horrible for me, very austere night. So we went, and then on the way back, the Guru Maharaj says, we kept on discussing on this, and then it say, now I have to burn some ticket via Hong Kong, you go directly via Bombay, we separate, we will not travel together this sector. He's angry, I'm angry, I was so angry. Guru Maharaj, for Guru Maharaj being angry and he overcomes situation in 5-10 minutes, no. I put it in my heart, and I was so mental. My heart become like a rock. And I said, I will not talk to Guru Maharaj for some time, only basic things. And there's the day after, I reached one day before Guru Maharaj, the day after, Guru Maharaj was in the room 501, if I'm not mistaken, where he got a stroke. And then, the day after, Brajhari Prabhu called me to the room and said, please come, we are going to the airport to pick up Guru Maharaj. I says, I'm not going. How come you are not going? No, I don't want to see Guru Maharaj. I will wait for him here in the room. Then when Guru Maharaj arrives to the lobby, he says, come, the devotees are welcoming Guru Maharaj. Says, I will not go, I will not welcome to Guru Maharaj. And then Brajhari was asking, what happened? What's wrong with you at Guru Maharaj? He says, no, nothing. Then I was in the room, and then Guru Maharaj comes. I stood still, like if a guy doesn't want to talk. I was ready not to talk, to show my tough face. And then Guru Maharaj comes, smiling, he says, Haribol, Tushti, how are you? I said, huh? I'm good, Guru Maharaj. So my heart started melting, but I said, I will not show weakness and break myself. I remain tough. I said, Guru Maharaj, your prasad is ready. I'm going to bring your prasad. Then when I was leaving the room, he says, how is your neck? Did you manage to sleep? I was going and I came back. I said, what, Guru Maharaj? How you know? Nobody knows. I didn't tell anybody about my neck. How you know, Guru Maharaj? No. I don't know. I'm just asking about your neck. No, forget it. Just imagine. One time I wrote a letter, no one knows, except me, the brother of the president of Venezuela, and myself, Bas. I wrote the letter to the president. And he offered me to become a minister a long time back, so at that time I didn't accept, but I was ready to accept. So I wrote him a letter about what I would like to do and all these things. Because I also gave him the Gita in Bombay. And when I came to India, no one knows. I met Guru Maharaj at Shantipur festival. And when Guru Maharaj comes from the stage and he welcomes me, he says, "Hey Tushti, how are you? Welcome back to India. Did Chavez appoint you minister or not yet?" I said, "What, Guru Maharaj, in front of everybody?" I said, "Oh my God." Now he might be here monitoring me, I don't know. I said, "Oh my God, no, these are so many things I tell you, Guru Maharaj is amazing. His stories, his things. He's great, while he's very, very humble. And he's very simple. Who is Raghunath Maharaj disciple here?
Aspiring.
Who?
Is aspiring.
So, in 1994, I was in Miami and Guru Maharaj called. At that time I wasn't secretary because still I didn't make it to India then. Guru Maharaj read my mind. Why I'm talking about reading the mind, so I'm going to tell that story. Because I can't see, but I think Maharaj's picture is there. And then I called Guru Maharaj. Another mystic power is the blessing of the Guru. When Guru invites you and bless you, Krishna makes things happen. Then Guru Maharaj, I called Guru Maharaj in Atlanta. He said, "Oh, Guru Maharaj in Atlanta." I was in Miami. I called him and he says, "Hey, what are you doing there? I'm here. Come here quickly. Why you are in Miami?" I said, "Oh my God, Guru Maharaj has this rasa with me, so much like father and son, and maybe other disciples, he won't tell them why you are there. But he said, why you are there? Come, I want to see you." I didn't have that much money at that time. I had a car. I was serving in the temple. And then I checked the price, was $84 by train, but 17 hours, and was $376 by American Airlines, one way. At that time, the flights were very expensive, not like now, it's very cheap. Even in India, now you can go for $60, for 4,000 rupees if you buy like 1-2 weeks before, but otherwise, before it wasn't like that. So I said, I can't make it. Then I asked if I can go with devotees. They said, we have no place. But then one devotee in the temple of Miami, he asked me, can you go to the airport to pick up Jayapataka Maharaj? I said, yes, why not? You see, all is arranged by Krishna. Because the invitation and the blessing of the Guru is there. If your girlfriend invites you, no, you have to pay 376. What is this? Girl is one thing and Guru is another thing. Then Jayapataka Maharaj is delayed to come out from the airport. But then I was walking in the corridors of the airport and suddenly I see, if you fly Tuesday or Wednesday, Miami, Atlanta, $55. Because there is an airline which got broken, and then the new airline which is acquiring it and doing this discount. From 376 to 55, and it was after 4 days. I said, yes, why not? Say, but if I go, he said, yes, you buy now, I bought the ticket. $55 from 376. If it's not because I'm doing the service, going to the airport, and the blessing of the Guru, I wouldn't have that ticket. Yes or yes?
Yes.
This is the Guru Shakti and the Guru Kripa, please understand, it's mythical. Then I go there, and when I reached there, Guru Maharaj stood up so happy, he embraced me, and he got to the kitchen and prepared prasadam for me. Then I start shouting, Guru Maharaj, what is this? You are serving me, you are a Guru, I am a disciple. I wasn't initiated, I was a bhakta, this. He said, what? You are a Vaishnava. What am I? A servant of the Vaishnavas. And then Guru Maharaj himself served me from his own prasad in one plate, and he made me sit down and he served me. Acharyapad serving me. And then one of Prabhupada's disciples come, Balabhadra Prabhu comes, and he says, please, you know, he's my disciple from Venezuela, I want you to engage him in some service. He says, well, Maharaj, I'm lacking manpower. Can you be GBC quarter host? I said, what is this title? It sounds like a demigod title. What is GBC quarter host? I don't understand. He said, you will take care of 11 gurus. I said, what? The Guru Maharaj says, yes, you are GBC quarter host. Then I'm GBC quarter host. But I don't know what to do. In a country, I don't know. In a city, I don't know. I know nothing. But the potency is there. Then Guru Maharaj started polishing me. He was start, you do this, you do that. And then one of Prabhupada's disciples told me, you are so lucky, Prabhu. I said, why? Because I wish Prabhupada would chastise me and correct me and polish me the way your Guru is doing. You are very lucky because your Guru is teaching you directly. Prabhupada didn't do this with us. So my ego start being boosted. So ego booster. You want the ego booster? I have many. Guru Maharaj told Tamar Krishna Maharaj, he says, look at my secretary. He said, yes, I can see him listening. He said, no, look at him. He's nothing ordinary. I am hearing Guru Maharaj praising me. Wow. Ego booster. He told one devotee from Malaysia and Bangladesh something super special. I will not say that statement because they say TustiMohan is very puffed up, so I will keep it. I told some people, but not like publicly because we are online. So they will say, what is this puffed up secretary here praising himself and this? Because not everyone is favorable to the other. Envy is there, jealousy is there, problems are there. Then I'm a GBC quarter host, and for the first time I meet many gurus. I met Bhakti Tirtha Maharaj, Krishna Chandra Maharaj, Radhanath Maharaj. I don't know, I met so many people I don't remember their names. And I had to serve them. And I remember that one time I offered the prasadam along with other devotees, and I gave the gallon of water, which is like 4.5 liters, and I didn't cover it. So I went out, and they say, oh, he didn't cover the water. So they were criticizing me something. But then after like 1 minute, I come and I cover it, and they start clapping, bravo, Haribol. Then Bhakti Tirtha Maharaj says, okay, you see, Brahminic etiquette. I said, oh, my, sorry, no, I just went to bring it, but they were like commenting. But what happened the night before? Everyone is taken to sleep, but there was not enough room and place for all the gurus to sleep. And then Radhanath Maharaj is a simple person. I'm talking about 6 and 5'11". It's like 31 years back. So he was much younger, he looks like a brahmachari. He didn't have like the style of a guru, he still was like very simple. And me and other devotees, we underestimated him because he didn't have the body of, okay, Guru Maharaj is like a jumbo-sized demigod and all these things. So we saw that he's very skinny, very simple, very that. But what happened, that Maharaj sleeps in the room which we offer prasad, and he slept on the carpet. He doesn't like, even on the bed, he removes the mattress and he sleeps on hard things. He likes to sleep on woody things. But how he sleeps, I never saw one person sleeping like this. He's like death. He slept, he lied down, his big nose like this, like the pharaoh of Egypt, like the mummies. And then he lies down. I remember very well in front of me he slept, he put his hand here on his belly and he put the other hand, he covered with the shoulder and he sleeps and he lays like this. One step before death body. I said, oh my God. So we came all, the bhaktas said, hey, look how Maharaj sleeps. He's like a mummy, dead body. Very simple. And then we said that in our mind. We were still newcomers. We saw that Maharaj is very simple. But we are not used to simple gurus. We are not used to that. And I was very new in the movement. No? Then Guru Maharaj read my mind. Oh, I was waiting for a chastisement, but no one knew. It's something between me and Krishna that I underestimated the greatness of Maharaj. I told this in Bombay in front of 8,000 people in the Vyasapuri of Maharaj like 6-7 years ago. And he was laughing. I'm close to him, by the way. And then, the day after, we offered the prasad, and now we have to remove the plates. And Guru Maharaj is looking at me. and waiting to chastise me or to teach me. And then he says, "Hey, what you are thinking?" And then I went and I pulled the small table with the remnants of Radhanath Maharaj, and I was leaving. And he was laughing, very nice with me. But I wasn't his friend. I became his friend after some time. And then, when I was taking the prasadam, Kumar says, "Hey you, don't underestimate Maharaj. You underestimate Maharaj. You don't know how much service he has done. Give me his plate." And I had to give Guru Maharaj plate. I want his remnants. And then, but what to give him? The only thing I could give was a grape. I still remember that green grape. One grape Maharaj left from his plate. So I pick up the grape and I gave it to Guru Maharaj. He says, "Don't underestimate Maharaj. You don't know who is Maharaj." And then I really liked that. That's amazing. That was an amazing, not only instruction, how Guru Maharaj knew that a day before we underestimated Maharaj because he was very simple. And then also they made us to wash the feet of the gurus, and then he was like little bit shy because this was his nature. He still maybe, it was a new his service as a spiritual master. I don't remember. He was in New Vrindavan, if I'm not mistaken. And then that was a lesson. And I shared that at the Bhaktivedanta Hospital in the festival of gratitude that we did. And Dr. Devakinandan and the chairman of the hospital, they came and said, "We have to learn from you." I like, because there I said, okay, we announce officially and publicly that Radhanath Maharaj, we take him as a Siksha Guru. Because he starts serving Guru Maharaj, he respects Guru Maharaj and all these things, so we said it's okay. There is a different mood in his group. People see there is a different mood, but the association is great. And I remember when I said that, because I was the master of ceremony of the event, when I said that, immediately Radhanath Maharaj embraced Guru Maharaj. When I told him we accept you as a Siksha Guru, then he went and he embraced Guru Maharaj. Then this was one lesson. No? One time Radhanath Maharaj was in Mayapur. He doesn't have the mood of Guru Maharaj. He likes to be alone. He doesn't like to be disturbed. He gives you quality darshan one time, and bas, you have to forget that he exists. It's just his guru, but doesn't mean you're gonna annoy him. No. Guru Maharaj, they keep on annoying him. He has like 500 people around him and like 20 talking to him at the same time and all this thing. So one time I saw Maharaj walking alone in Mayapur, but I'm not used to it. So I ran after him. I said, "Maharaj, why are you walking alone here? You need someone with you." Then he looked at me and says, "Let's walk, TustiMohan, let's walk." And we walked. And then, but he had some statement to tell me. He doesn't like to be asked so many questions. Then when we reached his samadhi, he looked at me and said, "Look, TustiMohan, the only thing I know is that tomorrow I'm going to ask my dear God brother, Jananivas Prabhu, what is best for my spiritual life, and I will follow. This is the only thing I know," because I asked him few questions. He says, "I don't know. I will try. The only thing I know is that I will ask my senior God brother, Jananivas Prabhu, what is best for my spiritual life, and I will do." Then I start adjusting my understanding him. So one time I went, I knocked his door. And he doesn't like people to knock his door. Maybe he was preparing for the class. I just wanted to see if he needs something in Mayapur. So they needed walkie-talkies. But I could tell Radha Krishna Prabhu, not him. But I wanted to see him if he needs something. And he was preparing the class. So he just opened the door as a simple person. And we had a philosophical exchange. I said, "You know, Maharaj, you are here in Mayapur. And Gauranga Prem Swami, at that time Prabhu, he likes you. Because he took 2,000 of people for parikram. And then I asked him, "Maharaj, who's guiding you here?" Radha Krishna asked me to give him few walkie-talkies, "But who's guiding you?" He says, "Gauranga Prem." I said, "Oh, Maharaj, you took the right decision. He's a sadhu." He says, "This is what I want, a sadhu." Now his Guru Maharaj sannyas disciple is a guru. Then I told him, Gauranga Prem loves you because you don't speculate in the class. So I saw him preparing. He prepares the class and everything nice. So that means Sattvic mood. He's in Sattvic mood. Yeah, so many things happen. The closest friend of Guru Maharaj from Srila Prabhupada disciples is Gopal Krishna Maharaj. When Gopal Krishna Maharaj left, I felt like a thunder hit me because 1 month before I was with him. And although I don't know very much Shastras, he blessed me to give a class in Delhi. I have a picture which was circulating. I wasn't ready to accept. He asked me in the year 2002, he says, I wanted to be my secretary. But then he came back at the conch bell and he says, no, you remain secretary if Guru Maharaj is my Siksha Guru. Guru Maharaj is a sannyas guru also. He says, no, Jayapataka Maharaj is my Siksha Guru, you don't leave him. Because it was famous in the world that Guru Maharaj has the most active and dynamic office, and we had the contact book, the Siksha Guru, Siksha disciple, Diksha disciple, the prayers. Guru Maharaj goes and prays. Guru Maharaj talks to Nishingadev the way we are talking. Guru Maharaj talks to Nishingadev. Guru Maharaj talks to Prabhupada. Viravaho Prabhu, GBC chairman, was not, and he says, your Guru Maharaj talks to Prabhupada. He can see Krishna. Guru Maharaj sees Krishna. I asked him one time, Guru Maharaj, can you talk to Krishna for me? He spoke in Vrindavan, and then after 2 days he gave me the reply. I told this yesterday. Or before yesterday, another class, I don't remember. So yeah, very many special moments are there. I told someone to remind me something. What? You are lucky. You are lucky, I will tell this. So one time I was traveling with Guru Maharaj, and they have upgraded me to business or first class 26 times without paying a business class ticket. What is this? What is this? TustiMohan has been upgraded. This is the Guru's mercy. One time I don't ask for upgrade, they upgrade me. One time here in India staff, they got confused and they thought I'm a business class. I just went to ask a question. Oh, you are? I said, no, I told her I have a Star Alliance or One World. I said, please come. I supposed to pay $120 more for the bag. No, you check, come. And they gave me business class lounge and everything. I didn't ask for that. This is Guru's mercy. And I came to India the first time for free, ladies and gentlemen, just because Guru Maharaj sent a letter. I miss you, I want to see you, where are you? And I did an article in the magazine for Kuwait Airways. They gave me a free ticket. What is this? Guru Shakti. I tell you so many stories, so many stories. Why I'm here, they go to airport, they bring me, they give me fruit. This is Guru Shakti. Yes or yes? It's unlimited. You don't understand what is this. My ticket was paid. I got invited on this. What is this? Guru Shakti. Tushti is. Guru Maharaj loves him. That is. Prabhupada also loves me. Because I love Prabhupada also. I made many mistakes, but they still love me. Nishingadev decided not to punish me. Anyway, I hope he never does it. But it's okay. At least I'm in the grace period. I hope he's not listening now. No, he will be listening. Ugram Viram Mahavishnu Jvalantam Sarvatomukam Nishima Vishanam Mritva Mritva Namamiham Sri Nishima Jai Nishima Praradesha Jaya Padma Mukha Padma Vringa. Nishingadev, please don't listen, I'm joking. Oh my God, I'm joking. Yeah, because he protects me. Guru Maharaj blessed me to have special association, special connection with Nishingadev, and he says, can I tell you this story? I was in Jindal before Guru Maharaj got a stroke, and I told Guru Maharaj, you might end up having a stroke or heart attack if you don't do this, you don't do that. And one devotee from Colombia, he told me, you predicted about Guru Maharaj. When Guru Maharaj went to have a treatment in Trivandrum, I rejected that. But they say, okay, TustiMohan, I wasn't the chief secretary, I was the media at that time, and then Guru Maharaj says, okay, they wanted to go, but I still reject, I still complain. But those two devotees who decided are, for me, in a better standard, so I don't want to be offensive complaining on this, but I didn't like their decision. Because Guru Maharaj needed a military system. We used to struggle for him to be taking care of his body. He says, I will not take care of my body. I take care of your spiritual body. You take care of my physical body. He told me that like 10 times. I said, okay, I'm going to give you one instruction now. Maybe to this group. Let me see if I'm compassionate with this group. I will see if I tell you one instruction Guru Maharaj gave me later. But one time, then I went to Jindal, and I had diabetes. I still have, but at that time, my diabetes stopped for 2 years. I didn't take any medicine. So I did the treatment, and then every single day, I used to meditate in Radha Madhava and the Astashakis in Mayapur or in Panchatattva. And when the doctor of yoga used to put us in yoga twice a day, I used to sit away, not with the people. I don't like so much to be with people, so I used to sit in one corner. And whenever there was a breathing, breathe out, ahama viloma, whatever these things, now I forgot them, I used to meditate in Radha Madhava, in their hands and their feet, and then the sun, the light. I will not reveal this. Anyway, I got super cured. My God, I was so good. I went, Guru Maharaj, please, can you do this? I did this. I'd like to share with you what I got, how I got cured. And the doctor of yoga came to me and says, are you a sadhu? Because I wasn't as a devotee, I was as a foreigner. I said, why you ask me? He said, you have the symptoms of a sadhu. The way you sit, the way you talk, the way you breathe, the mantras you say when you are meditating, because we do not accept to meditate in the nothing. We are not Sunyavadis or nihilists. We are not Buddhist or Mayavadis. We are, so I used to meditate in Krishna. So when they ask you, now you put your minds in blank, I put the lotus feet of Madhava. This is the blank, this is the most blank I can be. The black feet of Madhava is the whitest things I can be, I said. So I used to meditate in the lotus feet of Lord Madhava or in Guru Maharaj or Prabhupada, because you have, for them you have to meditate in the nothing. You have to clear up your mind and all these things. What if we leave our body with the mind not in Krishna's mind or in devotional service? Then we go somewhere else. What is this? They don't know who is this. Then he used to tell me, doctor, are you a sadhu? Because he looks special. But anyway, and I told him how I meditated. He says, you are amazing. First time I hear a person who during meditation and pranayam, he has the Lord in his mind assisting me. But to my surprise, when I came to Mayapur and I told Acharyapad, he says, never ever do this with me. I said, why, Guru Maharaj? He says, never ever ask Radha Madhava to serve me. I am their servant. Radha Madhava should never ever serve. They are in the enjoyment highest mood. Look at this instruction. This is PhD in knowledge. I bet none of you know. None of you. I bet even 90% of proper disciples, they don't know this. But Guru Maharaj's mystic information and bright intelligence gets revealed day by day. He says, Radha Madhava are not in the servicial mood. You need any service, you think in Rishingadev. I bless you to ask Rishingadev. Or you ask the Panchatattva. You never, not for me, for you, for anyone, you ask for any service from Radha Madhava. Because they are in the highest form of the Lord. They are in enjoyment mood. I said, but Guru Maharaj, but only the light from the hands and the feet, nothing. He raised his voice. He said, don't engage Radha Madhava, nor in my service, nor in your service. Wow. How much Guru Maharaj upgraded me. You see, he's giving me super high A1 class classes. You know who used to give super classes? Bhakti Charu Maharaj. Bhakti Charu Maharaj was a first class Vaishnava. He left ISKCON one time. Guru Maharaj went to his house and brought him back in Mayapur. He told me the story. I have it recorded. Guru Maharaj went He saw something special in Bhakti Charan Maharaj. He went to his house in Calcutta. He wasn't there, but the family told him. And then he rejoined Prabhupada's movement in the early 70s. Guru Maharaj was already sannyas by that time. So Guru Maharaj gave me this instruction. It's so beautiful. I can never forget that now since that time, I look at Radha Madhava with different eyes. I look at Lord Jagannath with different eyes. And I look at Nrsingadev with different eyes. I will not tell more because I have many things to say about Nrsingadev, but I will not tell. So in yesterday's class, they can share it, and you can see the past time that I spoke about Guru Maharaj in the class. The link can be shared by Vidya Nimai Prabhu, what's his name? I will see. I will see, so you can share many other pastimes, very briefly of Guru Maharaj, because tomorrow I have more maybe to tell you. When you come tomorrow, you will see fresh new things. If you want to come, whoever wants to come, whoever is free, because I heard many of you are busy. Are you busy tomorrow?
No, Prabhu, I'll come.
You come, it's an order. Because you're a young guy, I can give you all. You are a senior man, I will not tell you that. I just caught 2 bhaktas at the Mashrat Gives and I tell them, I want to see you tomorrow. I will tell you why. It's not because I'm talking about Guru Maharaj, no. I am not biased, I'm not fanatic. Because His Divine Grace Bhakti Vallabh Tirtha Maharaj told me, for the fortune of a Vaishnava, Krishna sends someone to glorify a Vaishnava. Whoever is that Vaishnava, you hear about his glories, is the highest level of purification. So he told me, I went to His Divine Grace Bhakti Vallabh Tirtha Maharaj. He was the senior most sannyas in the whole Gaudiya Math. After he passed away, Srila Jayapataka Maharaj becomes the senior most sannyas in the 64 branches of the Gaudiya Math. He is the senior most grandson of Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada. Now in his Vyasapuya there were like 20 or 30 sannyas from the Gaudiya Maths. One sannyas is 99.5 years. He stood up on the stage and he gave, you saw, homage. And another one spoke about Guru Maharaj, like Guru Maharaj is Guru. So I have 66 senior devotees talking about Guru Maharaj. So His Divine Grace Bhakti Vallabh Tirtha Maharaj, the President Acharya of Sri Chaitanya Saraswat Mission, he told Sri Chaitanya Mission, Saraswat is Srila Govinda Maharaj. So when I went to ask him, please, I want you because I'm going a book about Guru Maharaj, he said, wow. He says, you are asking me to do the best service. For my good fortune is that you ask me to glorify a Vaishnava. And one time Srila Charyapad told me, how great is His Holiness Srila Bhakti Swarup Damodar Maharaj. Why? Because he was in charge to give the ISKCON World Excellence Award. And for that, you search for the best devotees, for the best qualities, for the best services of devotees. He says Maharaj is engaging to see the good things of the devotees. And this is the most purifying things. I will finish this with a beautiful... are you all happy? No one told me is happy. Wow. So you are happier than me. Are you happy, Prabhu?
Yes, Prabhu.
And you?
Yes, Prabhu.
Mr. President, are you happy?
You said him president, we are happy.
Ah?
I say, you said him president, we are happy because we work under him.
What is the name of the president? Muruti? What's the name of that lady? Okay, you are not Narendra Modi anyway.
Draupadi
Ah?
Draupadi Murmu.
Draupadi Mataji, she's a president of India. She's also very nice. I like her when I see her. She's a big social worker she was, and she was a person dedicated to the service of women, no? And something, so she's a great person. Otherwise, Narendra Modi will not bring her as president. So he pick up someone to be his boss. So he has to bring someone, okay, no? So then, what was the, I was going to talk now because I talk by inspiration, I don't remember. What was I was going to talk? About what?
Gornita is everywhere.
Huh?
Gornita is everywhere.
Hi, Gornitai and one person talks. I was talking about Gornitai and what else? Did I tell you to remind me? I was talking something now before.
Important thing.
No. Hurry up, that's up. It's windy, you have to close the window. But what I was talking now before, I will talk about Gornitai. I said they upgrade me to business class. You see, we jump from one topic to another. So then I was sitting beside Guru Maharaj. And Guru Maharaj saw me writing the diary. But the Guru Maharaj was like scanning me. By the way, he has an amazing human scanner. He can scan you, he can know if you are a demon or a person or something. Are you a demon? No. Guru Maharaj has this power. Guru Maharaj used to go, you see I'm jumping. Guru Maharaj went to South America. I told this story this morning. He went to a temple, he bowed down to the deities. When he stood up, he said, he called the authorities. He said, you are not taking prasad. What is this? You have been taking boga. Krishna is not here in the altar. How many people dare to say that? He says, you are not taking prasad. And they investigated. And Guru Maharaj investigated. Krishna has left the altar. Krishna and his associate left the altar because of the offenses. Now I remember what I wanted to talk about the offenses in Swarup Ganj. You tell me the Swarup Ganj story. I will tell you this story today. But after I talk about Gornitai. So Guru Maharaj could see. Guru Maharaj sometimes he goes and paid 2 times, 3 times obeisance to the deities when he was in better health. He sees something that we don't see. But that time in South America, he saw that Krishna was not in the altar, and they investigated. Krishna left because of the offenses and the disturbances that was going through between the devotees and the authorities. And the good devotees left the temple, then Krishna left the temple. So then Guru Maharaj says, all you are eating is boga, not prasad. Guru Maharaj had the power to say that. So because we are talking about the offenses, at the end we talk about Gornitai, you will laugh. There were certain issues going on in ISKCON in the 2002, 2003. Then Guru Maharaj's office and Guru Maharaj's personal quarter was always active and dynamic. And it happened that His Holiness Srila Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj used to call on a daily basis Guru Maharaj. At that time there were no cell phones. And communication was very heavy in the rural areas in India. There was only a single antenna by the BSNL. Because India was at that time like 3rd, 4th world country in communication. Now is okay. Thanks to all your skills in India is amazing in software, and communication has improved a lot. Then what happened is that I bought to Guru Maharaj one phone, which it has a range wireless for 200 meters. And then His Holiness Gopal Krishna Goswami called me and says, I want to talk now with Jayapataka Maharaj. And I knew where is Guru Maharaj, but then a day before, you will laugh, there was a group of 13 devotees from Switzerland. Some of them speak French, some of them speak German. So, but the Switzerland, you know Switzerland, hi, OMG, hi, Switzerland. So, the leader of the group, they were not devotees, they were like newcomers, they were like new bhaktas, he's taking them and all these things. He comes to me and he says, Haribal, TustiMohan Prabhu, I heard you are the secretary of Srila Jayapataka Swami. You please give us appointment tomorrow, please. Then I gave them appointment 4 p.m. I immediately gave them appointment 4 p.m. It happened that after like 1 hour, They were walking in the Lotus Park, where now is the TOVP, the Temple of Vedic Planetarium, and they meet Guru Maharaj, they see him. And that devotee comes and tells Guru Maharaj, Maharaj, we just met recently your secretary and we asked for appointment. I'm with a group of devotees, 12 devotees or 12 bhaktas, new devotees coming from Switzerland. So tomorrow he gave us 4 o'clock. Please Maharaj, 4 o'clock is 4 o'clock. You know we are Swiss, the watches. The watch, the time, 4 o'clock is 4 o'clock, not 4 and 1. No, 4 is 4, not 3:59. He thinks that we are Queen Elizabeth. Because in Buckingham Palace they control things. 4:39 arrives Her Majesty, 4:41 she leaves, 4:43 she opens her mouth, and 4:45 she pulls the bag. Whatever it is, it's very controlled. No, what is this? But Guru Maharaj was very fun. He tells Guru Maharaj, you know Maharaj, 4 o'clock is 4 o'clock. You know Maharaj, we are Swiss. He says, oh really? I'm Indian. He says, oh you are Swiss, oh welcome, I'm Indian. So India means 4 o'clock means 4:30, 4:40, 4:50. What is this? Yes or yes? Today I supposed to come at 6. I came at, I don't know. Because I'm in India. If I'm in Switzerland, I will be nervous. If I don't come at 6, they will get on my case. They will hate me. They will throw me from the job. Hey, what is this? So good that I'm in India. At least I have some kind of freedom. But then, the day after, Guru Maharaj took them to Swarupganj, to the house of Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur. When Srila Gopalkrishna Maharaj called, I came running. I knew where Guru Maharaj is, so I said, okay Maharaj, I'm going to take the wireless phone with me. I see where I can meet Srila Charapad and let him talk to you. So when I go to meet Guru Maharaj has finished his service to show them Bhaktivinoda Thakur house, and he was coming, and we were right in front almost of Sri Gopinath Gaudiya Math, whose President Acharya, the great exalted Srila Bhakti Pramod Puri Maharaj, Prabhupada God brother, who was entrusted, who blessed me and blessed Guru Maharaj for 20 minutes on his hand in Puri, and I know him, he blessed me personally. I was in his disappearance day, I have his Mahagarlands, everything. So I had the fortune to meet Prabhupada God brothers, few of them, like His Divine Grace Nayananda Das Babaji, 2 of them, I don't remember their names all, another Puri Maharaj, and one more, Sagar Maharaj, I think. So we were there, and then I said, Guru Maharaj, Gopalkrishna Maharaj wants to talk to you, but the range of the phone doesn't reach there. And Guru Maharaj decided to go walking, if I'm not mistaken. But while Guru Maharaj was walking, one of these devotees who were with Guru Maharaj, he tells Guru Maharaj, Maharaj, before I used to like to chant Hare Krishna, but now I don't like. I don't feel happy chanting, not the same taste. Why? Am I a good actor? Yes? Can I work in Bollywood? What is the name of the film city here? What? Ramoji. Tomorrow I'm going there. No, I'm going there as a tourist, and I will see if I can file for an actor or something. I was a professional actor. I'm still a member of the syndicate of actors, but I never acted, only 1-2 times. And I said, I became a devotee and I quit everything. They told me that is Maya, and they scared me, otherwise I could be... Amitabh Bachchan or something. So the point is, now the famous one is, what is his name, who got married? Anant Ambani. He is more famous than all. He's famous around the world. Jumbo size, rich man, the best wedding, or something like this, no? We love them. I love, because they are very pious. They like spiritual people. They donate. It's very pious family. I like people who have this orientation. Because in the Western world, they don't have that kind sometimes of generosity. They do support, like foundations, but not temples and spiritual things. They fought like they support research institutes and things like that. So, but then he asked, I don't feel chanting like before. But Guru Maharaj was shocked. He wasn't expecting. I look at Guru Maharaj's face and expressions, and he was not expecting. Guru Maharaj was, what is this? And he looks at him like in a very embarrassing way. He was like, Guru Maharaj was confused. What is this that you don't like to chant? But Guru Maharaj was very expert. Anyone doubts that he's expert? Guru Maharaj said, I think those devotees who saw me in the morning, they might be watching this because it's live in the temple, live in the website.
Yes.
Where it is live, you said?
Not in this main temple. It's in small center we have.
In the center.
Yeah.
We can have the link.
Yes.
So then, I hope those who are watching me also, they love me because they are not.
Of course.
Why I'm asking that? It's Maya. Maya knows how to work. A demanding person. Guru Maharaj said, you are very much demanding, but Krishna is more demanding than you. He told me that, going to Raghunath Prabhu's house in Miami. The point is, Guru Maharaj look at him and he says, you be careful. This might be because of the Vaishnava parade. Because Lord Nityananda is the most merciful. But you be careful, if you are really Vaishnava parade, Lord Nityananda, Guru Maharaj said that, Lord Nityananda will take away from you the nectar and the desire for chanting. And I discussed this with Guru Maharaj. He will take it away from you and you are lost. Because this is like the key password, the access to the spiritual world. For you to advance from an animal software in a human body to, you have to advance to a human software in a human body. So he's taking away from you because of your Vaishnava parad. He's the most merciful, but he becomes the most merciless with the Vaishnava paradis. And I told Guru Maharaj, I give this in a class. You all are going to die, we are going to die. No problem if you die physically, you are going to die of a car accident, electrical shock, heart attack. God knows what unlimited number of different types of deaths. It's unlimited number. But the spiritual death is the worst. Because the spiritual world, the eternity, the advancement gets closed. So you have to be careful. Guru Maharaj gave this reply. So this is a lecture, a PhD by itself. Now you all understand? You like that instruction?
Yes.
Okay, 1 crore rupees.
Very nice.
So, very beautiful. So many things one learns from being in association with an exalted Vaishnava, self-realized personalities. Tomorrow, if someone goes to the temple, remind me about Radha in Mayapur. I will tell you some story about Radha in Mayapur. Radharani. Because we were walking in Japa Walk and then something happened at the Sankirtan building, so I will tell you. So, coming back to my story, I was upgraded to business class and I was sitting with Guru Maharaj. And Guru Maharaj looked at me and he says, do you know one thing, TustiMohan? I said, yes, Guru Maharaj. Do you know, since Prabhupada sent me to Mayapur in 1970, I never ever left Mayapur. This was equal of shooting someone. I became like death, speechless. And Guma started laughing and looked at me. We were sitting one beside each other. And we were in the front seat. There were no seats in front of us. Do you like that one is assistant or secretary of Guru Maharaj and traveling secretary sometimes? Is it beautiful? Yes. Is it something amazing? Yes. And that you all these things, and then I became speechless. Then Guru Maharaj put my mind to work, trillions of ideas per second. I said, what is this Guru Maharaj saying? He's the number one traveler of all Vaishnavas in the whole planet. He is the topmost seen Vaishnava physically in the whole planet. He is the third or the second traveler amongst even non-devotees at 1917. I don't know which year. How he can bombard me with the nuclear bombshell of saying that I never ever left Mayapur since the time Prabhupada sent me in 1970. I was not planning to tell you this nectar, but I will finish with it. I will see. Yeah, it's too much high dose. Then Guru Maharaj says, yes. Then I said, well, Guru Maharaj, please, you are traveler, you are number one, you have been in the whole world, no one has stepped Mother Earth amongst Vaishnavas more than you are. How you can say that? You have traveled, I don't know how many around the world tickets you have purchased. And he said, yes. Where do I go? Where I go are temples. Who are the temples? Gornitai. Wherever there are Gornitais is none different from Mayapur. And he says, I go to this place, to that place, we preach. And who are in the preaching? Gornitai. And do you know wherever there are Gornitai is none different from Mayapur? I start upgrading my software. You see, Guru Maharaj was polishing me, was making me more intelligent, more wise. From idiot category to a Superman category. So, because I remember the first experience I got when I started chanting the holy name, I told Jayapataka Prabhu, I feel myself more intelligent. He says, great, but this is not the aim of our chanting. But it does give intelligence, the Maha Mantra. Actually, when you reach a level, it gives you the highest intelligence. And Guru Maharaj continued. And then he paused for a few minutes, and he looked at me and says, oh yes, you are right. One time, I went out of Mayapur. When I took you to Walmart in America. You made me go to the Walmart. Long lasting. But then no, Guru Maharaj thought about it. He says, no, TustiMohan, you didn't take me out of Mayapur when you took me to Walmart. What we went for to Walmart? We went to buy stationery for the office. We went to buy things for devotees. And what is that? Devotional service. And wherever there is devotional service, who are there? Gornitai. And wherever there are Gornitai, what is that? Mayapur. So no, you did not take me out of Mayapur. I was relieved, because just imagine I'm the only one who took out that Jayapataka from Mayapur. Oh my God! And you all guess Guru Maharaj bought for me, I remember, one bag for traveling that costed us $83 in the year either 99 or 2000. Still, I use it until today. Look at the blessing when you have something from the Guru. Yesterday, I complained to myself something that Guru Maharaj gifted me his own jacket. And one lady, because you are ladies, you know how ladies work. When they want something, they don't stop nagging. And she went, and she was after me in Atlanta Prabhu, I want it. He started crying and jumping and all this thing. And I was like so innocent. I said, okay, Mataji, if this makes you happy, take the jacket. And what she did, she gave me her remanent. So she gave me her jacket because it was cold, but Guru Maharaj gave me a jacket because it was cold. Guru Maharaj gave me his own jacket. I don't know, she wanted Guru Maharaj's prasad. But I was innocent, an idiot, that I allow her to keep it. And then she said, you take my jacket. And Guru Maharaj came to know. Guru Maharaj says, no, why you give my jacket? I gave it to you. You see? But then, I still remember that time that we went to Walmart with Acharya Pad. Amazing. We bought things for the office. Guru Maharaj is right. Where we go is for devotional service. Wherever Guru Maharaj goes, whenever he talks with someone. One time I went with Guru Maharaj by train, and there was a lady in the compartment. She was very respectful. For example, Guru Maharaj says she's supposed to sleep there. Says then she accepted that I sleep in the side of Guru Maharaj. And then Guru Maharaj preached to her. Guru Maharaj made her a devotee and gave her a book. It was meant that she receives the knowledge personally from a Nitya Siddha person. Sorry if someone disagrees. And then she became a devotee. Many people used to see Guru Maharaj at the Bhaktivedanta hospital in Bombay. And they become a devotee. I was told that many nurses, they became devotees. Because this is the potency of a pure devotee. Some people, by looking at him, the seed of bhakti gets ignited. So it's amazing. So that's something very beautiful. Before I finish, I would like that from the back, someone takes few pictures, please. From the back and from here, take few pictures, Prabhu, vertical or horizontal. So, you can take this down, please. Okay, take. So what I'm saying is that we don't know, actually we think we know Vaishnavas, but being a real Vaishnava is unconceivable. His Divine Grace Srila Bhakti Sundar Govinda Dev Goswami Maharaj made 3 amazing statements about Guru Maharaj. Tomorrow's class, I need someone to remind me what was spoken. Please, I need to be reminded what was spoken about Guru Maharaj by this great exalted Acharya of the Sri Chaitanya Saraswat Mission in Mayapur. Okay? So I will finish here. What's the time? How many hours I spoke?
42 minutes.
Sorry?
1 hour 42 minutes.
1 hour 42 minutes. Good energy. Thank you very much for giving me this. Thank you very much for giving me the chance. Now I would like to hear from you, your feedback. Someone wants to share something that would be amazing.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, thank you very much for blessing us with wonderful pastimes of Guru Maharaj and wonderful 2 instructions from Guru Maharaj. One, never engage Radha Madhav in our service.
Yeah.
That's a really it's a really PhD level instruction.
Post
for us. Yeah. So we thank you for this. And I just want to share one small thing about Prabhuji. So how the expansions of Guru Maharaj enlight all of us. I feel like TustiMohan Prabhuji is also one of a true expansion of Guru Maharaj, who is empowering all of us. So while we were coming from temple, temple arranged a car to pick Prabhu and drop here. And we were very upset because the car AC was not working. We called 3-4 devotees to arrange a car which has good AC. so that Prabhu doesn't get thrust. So once the moment Prabhu got into the car, first question Prabhu asked, is AC working? So we said no, it's not working. And Prabhu just stepped in the car and it started working.
And I told him it's very cold, close the window.
And the AC was too cold that Prabhu said no, AC is not required. So it means that wherever the pure souls travel, everything accommodates them, makes sure that they feel happy. Okay, thank you very much for Prabhu for enlightening us and giving your valuable time for us. Thank you.
One time at the, you keep recording or you stop?
No, keep recording.
One time I was with Srila Jayapataka at, it was in 99 or 2000, I don't remember. We were at the Sri Lumbini Dam, the birthplace of Sri Sakyamuni Buddha. Lord Buddha was born at Lumbini, and there the Vishwa Hindu Mahasangha, the World Hindu Federation, held its extraordinary gathering meeting. And when the meeting was over, the last moment, the last day, Gumash comes from the stage as he's a vice president, vice chairman of the Vishwa Hindu Mahasangha. And then these personalities were coming down, and then the chief advisor, I don't remember his name, he came running to Guru Maharaj. And he said, Jayapataka Swamiji, Jayapataka Maharaj, we need you, we thank you, we need a person like you. We are facing the biggest problem we are facing in India, and the Hindus, that they are being converted to other religions, other faiths, and they even paying money to be converted. Because in Malaysia, they convert you, they reduce, if you have 4 years, let's say, jail term, then if you become Muslim, they give you 50% discount. So you only in jail 2 years, so people convert. People were complaining at that Vishwa Hindu Mahasangha. So he was praising Guru Maharaj, but Guru Maharaj didn't take the praises. No, I wish I could have. At that time, there were not phone recording. And Guru Maharaj says, no, it's not because of me. He says, we would like to be like you because you bring foreigners to embrace Sanatana Dharma. Guru Maharaj says, no, it's not because of me. It's because of the Bhagavad Gita and my Guru Maharaj, Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki. Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada ki. Srila Gaur Kishore Das Babaji ki. Bhaktivinoda Thakur ki. Sri Guru Parampara ki. Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaur Bhaktavrinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare. Thank you very much. If anyone would like to share something more. What's your name?
My name is Manikanta Prabhu.
Manikanta.
Yes, Prabhu. Prabhu, could you please tell any pastimes of Guru Maharaj?
What is this? More pastime?
Means with Sripada Indra Prabhu.
Sorry, can you repeat?
Means could you please tell us pastime of Guru Maharaj with Sripada Indra Prabhu?
I don't remember personally any. I wasn't with them together. Indra Prabhu used to engage. He did a special kirtan for Guru Maharaj in Mayapur. Indra Prabhu. I think the last kirtan before he went to Vrindavan and he left his body. That time I think he spoke something. But that personally I was present in any interaction between Indra Prabhu and Srila Jayapataka, I don't recall. I might have been in Vrindavan sometime with Guru Maharaj. Because I was chief secretary, I used to stay more in Mayapur, and sometimes I used to travel, not all of the time. So I traveled to South India, I traveled in some Ganga safaris, I traveled to Malaysia, Singapore, Russia, Germany, North America, all the Middle Eastern countries with him, and some parts of India. These are the places I traveled with Guru Maharaj, and Venezuela, and Puerto Rico, I remember. Yeah, any South American country? No. One time I was supposed to travel to 17 countries with Guru Maharaj, but then I canceled the ticket for some family issue I had to go. Other than that, no. But Siparendra Prabhu is a, I don't know why he left his body in his way, but he's an exalted Vaishnava and Dambasi, and he was an inspiration to so many people around the world. So you see, sometimes if certain things happen to a Vaishnava, we should not even concentrate in it, because Prabhupada is there. Prabhupada is there protecting, and Lord Nityananda is protecting, Mahadev is protecting. Don't underestimate the role of Lord Shiva in our movement. He is the protector of the dams. He has a lot of services. He's serving us directly and indirectly as well. He's serving Krishna by filtering so many entities that do not harm Krishna's bhaktas. So Lord Shiva is having the most difficult and most exalted service in this material world. Actually, he's the Lord of the material world. His Holiness Srila Banu Maharaj explained to me, in order to diffuse any confusion, is that Bhagavan Sri Krishna, he appeared here, but he doesn't touch matter. Lord Vishnu doesn't touch matter, so who does this on behalf of Krishna is Mahadev. So Mahadev touches matter, touches all the Tamaguna entities and all these things. Through his Shaktis also, being Mother Kali, Mother Durga, Mother Parvati. So they do a lot of services. And we could not perform our devotion service if it's not because of their blessings. And they test us. Testing is a service. When you go to a school, you learn, but then at the end you have an exam. So the teacher who's testing you is not a bad guy. So this is their service. We have to accept. So when I go to any temple, I bow down to Lord Mahadev, to Mother Parvati, to Lord Ganesh, equal. We respect them and bow down to them. I heard one time, Kanchipuram, Lord Mahadev appeared to one of the devotees, and he told him, you go to Mayapur and be initiated by a tall guru who has walkers. He told me himself, this devotee is from Orissa. He was into Shivaish line, but he had that. But he also had something with Lord Chaitanya, so Lord Shiva appeared to him and he sent him to be initiated by Guru Maharaj. I might have more stories for that, but I confirmed that. I personally called him and asked him. He said, yes, that was me. So it is there. So Guru Maharaj is dear to Jagannath also, dear to Mahadev. Guru Maharaj also from Ram Leela, is dear to Lord Ramachandra. So he has many things. Many things Guru Maharaj has. Hare Krishna. Anyone would like to share something also? I'm very happy when I hear the feedbacks. Whoever wants to share? Prabhu?
Guru Maharaj, recently in one lecture, Guru Maharaj said that like many of my disciples, especially very close secretary, are saying me that not to travel much. Guru Maharaj given a beautiful answer, really touched my heart. If Srila Prabhupada thought the same thing, I could have not come to India.
Sorry? If
Srila Prabhupada thought the same thing, that I should not travel more at the end of my age, then I could have not been here. Means Srila Prabhupada mood is to go and preach. Guru Maharaj mood is also.
Guru Maharaj is the embodiment of preaching.
Yeah.
For example, before yesterday we told him, you have dialysis today. He says, I want to give class at night.
Yeah, I had the class also.
Finish. Yeah, I was there.
Yeah.
Guru Maharaj says, I want to give class. Finish. No discussion. I want to travel there, I want to travel there, and the whole setup, he feels that something happens, he has to go. Actually, we were just recently in Madurai, and Guru Maharaj got sick. The oxygen level came down, and then he was not supposed to board a flight. And I pushed, and he wanted to leave the hospital, but that hospital was excellent setup, 5 stars hospital. I said, well, we have to go to Madras hospital. We keep him here. We just went to Madras to transit. We stayed at the guest house hotel nearby the airport. And at 10:30 was our flight. Guru Maharaj reached at 2 a.m. We went to Adoksha Madhava Prabhu's house, who gifted a flat to Guru Maharaj. He gifted a flat to Guru Maharaj in a new Calcutta, new town, something they call it. Now Guru Maharaj has a new flat. Guru Maharaj gave him special blessings. And then after Guru Maharaj rested until 3:42 exactly, we left to Calcutta. And there were like 5,000 devotees waiting for Guru Maharaj in Mayapur. And we were very sad that like 4 or 5 places, crowds of devotees waiting for Guru Maharaj. In one time Guru Maharaj stopped 1 minute, another time he couldn't stop. I will share with your WhatsApp all these videos. Whoever wants, he can share his WhatsApp. I'm forwarding the videos of Guru Maharaj in Madurai, reaching Calcutta, leaving in Madras, entering the aircraft, leaving the aircraft. Guru Maharaj welcoming me to Air India. I just was entering. I said I want to enter the last passenger in Air India. And then I entered. Guru Maharaj says I'm like making a report. He says, "Oh, welcome to Air India." I will share this video now with all of you after a few minutes when I just find it. So yeah, I reported all the different moments and I share it with senior disciples of Guru Maharaj that I have their WhatsApp here in India. And it was very beautiful. So he reached Mayapur and he gave class. He did Adivas ceremony. He gave initiations. He did the Vyasa Puja. In Vyasa Puja, he interrupted the offerings to go and have prasad, food prasad. Then he came back to the stage. Then we had debating the feet and all these things. I don't know if you saw all these things. So yeah, very beautiful, very touching. Many senior devotees from, some people, because they were in Madurai, they didn't go to Mayapur, but we still had between 15 and 20,000 people. Big crowd. Okay, any more realization?
Actually, when I recently, Sri Swardakrishna went and asked Guru Maharaj that Maharaj, you have to come to Bangalore and Hyderabad.
He's talking. Take a picture when Prabhu's talking, both of us. Yeah.
Maharaj, you have to come to Bangalore and Hyderabad. I think Maharaj had that, and Maharaj sent is one of his expansion in the form of TustiMohan Prabhu.
I'm shy to receive this statement. You requested him to come?
His Grace Krishna Prabhu requested Guru Maharaj to come to His Grace Krishna Prabhu.
Krishna Prabhu.
Requested.
I saw Krishna with some devotees, but they were from here or from Bangalore?
Bangalore and Hyderabad.
I took a video for them, and this picture after outside the Prasadam home. I can show you. You can tell me if these devotees are from here or there. I can show you now the picture.
And His Grace Krishna Prabhu, when Prabhu come to know about TustiMohan Prabhu is coming to Hyderabad, immediately Prabhu called me through His Grace Shambhu Prabhu and told me to arrange a special house program only for Gaurangavani and Vaishnav for devotees. And these are all online cultivated devotees. Online.
Online?
Online devotees. All are online devotees. Majority are from online devotees.
Online.
Online preaching. They are getting cultivating.
They are online devotees?
Yes, online. Majority. Online.
So very few times they have the chance to associate?
Yes.
But most of the time they are online devotees.
Yes.
Yeah, today I have 100 plus devotees. When I started and when I finished was 80 plus. So some went for their job. Oh, that's very nice. Very nice of all of you. Guru Maharaj likes preaching. Someone asked me what Guru Maharaj likes. He likes that everyone becomes a cell leader preaching. Like you, for example, you have your house, you make a cell and you expand like Bhaktivinoda Thakur wants. He wants that each house becomes like that. This pleases him. Actually, in Kali Yuga, because life is going to be very difficult, and if you don't do that, life is going to be more and more difficult. And actually, we bless our senior, for example, the senior devotees, if you become a devotee, then your family gets benefits. Maybe they didn't have a chance to be devotees at certain time, or they didn't have a chance to preach. Someone didn't preach to them. But if their grandsons or granddaughters or sons becomes, they get the benefit. I will reveal one secret. Sometimes I have the capacity to talk with entities who are not through mediums who are not already incorporated. My grandfather, I chanted Maha Mantra on his ear when he was passing away. And before he passed away, I chanted different mantras. I chant Hanuman mantra, I chant Maha mantra, and the Panchatattva mantras. And then I got a message after he passed away that to thank me that he's protected and that he's repenting that he did not chant with me because he's unbeliever. It's not that he doesn't believe in God, he questions certain things, but he sent me a message to thank me that thanks to those mantras he is protected, he's accompanied in his period in the astral ghost body before he gets incorporated. So just imagine that super reality of being a devotee. You are protected. One time I will finish, this is the master class, also PhD, I will finish with it. I told Guru Maharaj, can you please take me back to when I was Bhakta, not initiated? Because I don't want to contribute to anything of your problems, before the stroke even. And then he was not replying me. Then one time I asked him in a very serious way. He was in his room. I said, Guru Maharaj, okay, I don't want to be initiated anymore. I want to be a Bhakta. Let me not load you with my karma, whatever it is. No. Then I went out and he stood like, he was going to the bathroom. No, he was dressing. Or so he told me like this at night. He said, listen, I was not joking with Vishnu when I initiated you. Initiation is very serious. If you consider yourself that you are in a fallen state, any devotee is in a fallen state, but he's a devotee in a fallen state. It's not that you are not anymore a devotee. So this is very important, that always the connection is there, the protection is there, the compassion is there. Hare Krishna. Anyone else want to say something, or we finish here? Okay. No, but those who want to leave, they can leave. Hare Krishna, thank you very much. If anyone has to take some prasad before they leave, okay. So prasadam time. The best time is what? Prasadam time. Okay, TustiMohan, we are overloaded by you feeding us from our ears. Now we need to be feeding from our mouth. So you please shut up your mouth so we don't take more food from the ears, we want to take from the mouth. So ladies and gentlemen, TustiMohan Krishnadas is shutting up his mouth.
Actually, we want to hear more and more from you. Actually, these young devotees, they requested their parents and they came from, they're from Vaishnavi Forum team. They're very young devotees.
They are from
Vaishnavi Forum.
Vaishnavi Forum.
Online devotees. They are staying little far. They are little worried that my parents may object them.
Okay, show them the video. Where were you? You were not making any mistake. Let them go online and check that you are here. Please do a pano that they are here, the ladies. Please, I don't want them to be affected by this. I apologize.
No, we want to hear more and more.
No, but they could have stood up and say, sorry, we are leaving.
Yeah.
Then we could make a pause. How many of you are there? All of you? The young girls?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Thank you for giving me a chance to serve you in one way or another within my capacity.
We are very fortunate to have you in this association. And before that, I like to thank Avantika Mataji family. Actually, initially we thought to organize a different place, but they said this place is very central and near. They helped us to get this place. First of all, I request all of you please chant 3 times Hare Krishna Maha Mantra for TustiMohan Prabhu. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. I request all of you please stand one time to Avantika Mataji family also for giving this platform for us. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Like if you have any questions, I can personally ask to Prabhuji. Prabhu will be with us for some time. Prabhu, shall we do Kirtan? Harti and Kirtan.
What kind of, you want to do art?
Yes, Harti and Kirtan. Yeah. You want? Yeah, please, Prabhu, we'll be happy. You please do.
What do you do? I will sing with you.
Yeah.
Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Iti Namine Gauravani Prashayine Nirvishesha Sunyavadi Asatyade Sasarine Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara